Hello, welcome to watch our tutorials for programming using R and doing statistics using R, and subscribe this channel. In this video, we will show how to create, index, and modify lists in R. So in R, we know there are several kinds of data structure. There are vectors, matrices, and the vectors matrix can store only same data type like numeric or character. And data frame is a two-dimensional data structure which is widely used in R programming because it stores the rows for each observation and columns for each variables. And unlike these objects, lists are a little complicated because lists can store all kinds of other data objects like vector, matrix, or data frames, and lists are widely used in many data analysis packages results in R because there are very different kinds of information in the results like text, like number, and data analysis. So lists widely used in such cases. In this example, for example, we create three vectors, two vectors with one scalar and one matrix. So we use list function can combine these objects together into one object. This is a list. And you can refer to the elements of a list using usually with double brackets, and you can also use $sign if the objects in the list has been created with a name. So next we will show all these commands and examples in RStudio about a list. So we create A, B, C, D. A is a scalar, B is a vector numeric, and C is a matrix, and D is a character vector. Then we combine these objects and assign the name title with values equals A and the name sum with the values equal D, then other two elements without name. Then we create this together into a list called a new list, then using the list function. So new list created, then we show new list. Just to print the new list. You can see it's quite clear. In the new list, there is an object called title, and its value is a scalar. And then another second object called sum, and its value is a vector, numeric vector. And the third element just with index 3, and its value is a matrix, 10 rows by 10 columns. And the fourth element without name is just index 4, then is a character vector. Then we can index or refer to the elements using bracket with a number 2, which means we will return the second object in this list. Second object in the list is a vector. And we can also refer with the name sum. It's also this element from this list. And we can also use a $sign sum. We get the same result. So next example, we will work with some family member. So we create three vectors first with the name, age, and address. We add one here because we will create another object with two later. So we know this name one, age one, and address one. Then we combine these together and using the list function to create an object called name1 and with the value also from name1 and age1 with the value from age1 and so on. And this object is a list called family member1. Then when we show this list, it's also quite clear. Name1 has 4 elements. This is a vector with 4 elements, and age1 also a new numeric vector with 4 age and so on, address1. Then you can append the data to the list. So here we try to create another list. So we create 3 vectors with name 2, age 2, address 2, each have 2 elements. Then, same as before, create another list called family 2, which combine this information from name, age, and address. Now this is second list. You can see the second list, family 2, also has 3 elements. Name 2 has 2 name, age 2, 2 age, and address 2 to address. Then you can append list 1 and list 2 together. So we create a new list called family member using append function. Append the family 1, family 2. So family 2 will append it to the family 1. Then we show this new list. So family member has name 1, 4 elements, age 1 and address 1. Also, the 4th element is name 2, and the 5th object is age 2, and the last one is address 2. So the last 3 objects come from family member 2 list, right? Then you can show, for example, family member address 2 will show elements from address 2. And then also using brackets, double bracket 6 also show this element. And you can also add one element, one object from this list to another list. So we append family member 1 and family member 2's first object. If we do like this, again, if you do like this, so this will show a list with name 1, age 1, address 1. This comes from family 1, but next 4th and 5th elements comes from family member 2's first object. You can see, so now each element of this object in the family member 2 are separated and individually shows in as an object in the resulting list. You can also assign, modify new values to the elements of in the list. So we assign new value mode to family member 6th object's first element. Then we show this new list again. You can see this one has been modified with a new value. And also you can change both 2 in this 6th object. So we assign new value also. So show again. So now address 2 all have also as the new value. Of course, you can also remove the elements in a list. So we will remove family member this 6th object. So we just assign null or capitalized character null to this element. Show again. So now the address 2 has been removed. No address 2 in this family member list. And if you want to download the source files to practice by yourself, can go to this link on GitHub, and all the videos in this playlist will be uploaded later. Thanks for watching.